In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Quaiza 56 as a freight forwarder only using PayPal. Let's go!
So you're probably wondering, how do I set up an account and get started? Well, first you go to their website, www.quaiza56.com, and then you click on the register button right here. This is a lot faster if you already have a Wechat account. So you can see the option here that says just scan your Wechat and you can go ahead and follow their program. So when you follow their program on Wechat, it's gonna automatically say you're logged into the system on the website if you're using a browser, and then it will create a member code for you. This member code, think of it as like your name for your business entity or whatever you're trying to ship overseas. So once you have the member code, go back to the website, and then after you're logged in, I want to note two important key pieces of information. The first one is the warehouse information. There's two warehouses you can ship to, Wuhan and Shenzhen. The process is you first ship to their warehouse, they process it within 1 day, then they give you an estimate on how much it will cost to get to your final destination. The next step is then to look at your shipping destinations or shipping addresses. Make sure to put the correct addresses on there, or let's say you're running a business, you can save like 10 addresses plus for whoever you want to ship it to. Or when you receive an order, like if you want to do drop shipping, you can always change and update the address there. So once you realize, okay, I now have the warehouse address that I ship the equipment to, and I now have the final destination address that I want to ship the items to, then you're ready to start using the platform. So let me go through an example with you. Now the first step is to buy something on Taobao. So because I have a Chinese bank account, I just directly buy it using RMB because it's cheaper. I don't want to incur that 1.5% service fee. I buy the item on Taobao and ship it directly to the warehouse. Of course, you want to put the proper information like your member code and the address of the warehouse in your Taobao to make sure it gets shipped to the right location. If you have no idea how to use Taobao, you can look at this video right here and I teach you how to use Taobao without speaking Chinese, having a Chinese bank account, or having a Chinese address, all in English. So be sure to hit up that video if you want to see more details about using Taobao. So once your item has been purchased on Taobao and go to the warehouse, so this is why I recommend to follow them on Wechat, because that way you can get all the updates on Wechat live instead of going to the desktop version and always checking what's going on. So after you receive the notification that the item is actually in the warehouse, then you can decide which shipping service you want to use. They'll give you a couple recommendations, maybe EMS, FedEx, DHL, and there's usually like pros and cons for each one. One may be cheaper, but you may encounter more problems at customs. And then they'll give you a quotation, you can pay them. Now how you can pay them is either through Wechat directly, you can pay them through Alipay, or through PayPal. They have QR codes for all of them and email addresses for all of them. They're not a scam. I've tested their PayPal system and it works just fine. You just simply log into your PayPal, send the money to them using their email address they provide here, and you can look at the different QR codes of different payment methods, and they'll give you more details in customer service. Don't worry about that. After you make the payment, they usually take maybe another 1 or 2 days. Then they'll give you a tracking number if the item is shipped by air. If the item is shipped by sea, you will not get a tracking number until it hits its final destination or it reaches the port at the destination you want it to go to. For example, if I want to send it to the USA, I probably won't get a shipping number until it hits the port in the USA, where it goes from the port to the door of the final destination. Now, I know I'm throwing a lot of information to you guys, so luckily they have customer service representatives. Luckily, they also have them in Chinese and English. I put the QR codes up here for Chinese and English customer service. For me personally using both of them, I typically get a lot faster responses using the Chinese version. I just use Wechat Translate if I need to do that, or Google Translate. But you can contact them directly using Wechat, which is another reason why I recommend you have the Wechat platform. They can walk you through the whole process and you can finish your transaction. I got some old people that are singing, just give it a little bit. I'm not sure you can hear what I'm saying right now. So I'm gonna show you some recommendations and tips that I learned going through this process a couple times. Give me one moment, it's a little bit noisy in this area. gets kind of noisy under the Guangzhou Bridge, a lot of events going on. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little show. So some recommendations I want to give you guys, learning from my mistakes so that you guys don't run into the same mistakes. So I bought something from Taobao and I wanted to ship it overseas to a customer I had, and I got the wrong dimensions and the wrong size. I got the product dimensions and the product size wrong. When you use the platform, make sure you ask the supplier. By the way, the best ways to contact supplier, you can watch this video right here about the best methods to contact local Chinese outside of China. But when I asked the supplier, I wasn't clear that I wanted the packing dimensions, like for shipments, on the dimension of the size. So I ended up underestimating the cost of shipment overseas, and I ended up losing money on that deal. But there's definitely a way around that. So on the platform, on Kuaizhe56.com, you can actually check estimates right here. In the estimates, as long as you have the sizes in centimeter, the location you're trying to send it to, and the weight in kilograms, it can give you estimates for different carriers and different freight forwarders like FedEx, DHL, and EMS, and you can see roughly how much it's going to cost to ship. Of course, these aren't exact numbers. You won't get the exact number until your item actually arrives at the warehouse for the company. But other than that, you can get an estimate and not do the mistake I did. Another tip I wanted to share with you is, let's say you have like a Chinese website that only accepts payments using Alipay, but you're really interested in that product and they may not have it in Taobao or other large platforms like JD. Well, you can contact the customer service of this company directly, send them a picture and the website of something you want to buy, and see if they're able to provide the service. They may be able to, it's worth a shot. Just realize that if you're only going to use PayPal for both the shipping and buying the purchase, when they buy the item in RMB, like in the domestic market, expect there to be a service charge. The shipment, no service charge, but when buying, there's definitely going to be a service charge. So I just want to share that information. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like the content in this video and would like to see more content like this about having a better lifestyle in China as a foreigner. I make it my goal to be easily accessible, so you can write down in the comments below any questions or contact me directly on social media, either through IG, Twitter, or my Facebook group I created. And if you have WeChat, you can join our WeChat group, Expat Survival. I'll put the QR code up here, and I'll try to get to your questions and answers within 24 hours. Now, I'm not gonna promise that I can solve every problem for you, but I'll try my best to at least lead you in the right direction and get you the right point of contact. Anyways, keep surviving, and I will catch you in the next video.